ZZ has said, should I avoid rounding my lower back and touching my toes? Not forever, but we want to be strategic about these kind of things, right? In the recovery side of things, you need to be disciplined, focusing on a neutral spine. That is very, very important. Hopefully not with the disjointed vertebra. We want to focus on a neutral spine. Very, very important to our successful recovery. But in the long term, I'm demonstrating, guys. I am showing you guys, I'm bending my spine. It's not like I'm walking around here like a robot, never actually bending, but I don't have a bad back. So you have to acknowledge the way in which we go about things when we have an injury needs to respect the structures that are injured, the lay of the land, and the way those joints work. And the spine is specifically very different to other structures. When you injure your knee, your ankle, your hip, you can control those. You can't with the spine. And so going back to the decompression stretches, so to speak, this is not, hugging your knees is not a decompression stretch, or rather it's not a decompression of the injury, it's a decompression of the little space on the back here, and that is not the primary problem. And unfortunately, hugging your knees and bending forwards only serves to worsen the strain on the primary problem, even though it often feels good when you've got things like sciatic pain, when you've got some pain from that herniated disc, like it can feel good in the moment. We're actually interfering with the recovery process, because what's trying to happen is these segments, they've been strained in that direction. You bent forward, you did something, ouch, it hurt, right? You strained, caused the herniated disc. Now they are trying to tighten back up again, and you keep pulling them apart all the time. So it's not very helpful. Which leads us to the kind of stretches that we want to do, right? And these stretches, these decompression stretches, are there to take load off the injured section, off the actual disc in a gentle manner, not aggressive, right? And so the first one we've got is the towel decompression. What is the towel decompression doing? Well, one of the important things to bear in mind is a lot of you guys spend too much time every day rounding your lower back. You're sat down, maybe even watching this live right now, flattening out the lordosis. These tissues on here, the ligaments that have been pulled apart and are injured, need to be taken off strain so we restore the natural lordosis. We're doing this while we're lying on our back with the towel where my knee would be placed, adjacent to the belly button directly above here, right? The towel creates this decompression. It takes these off stretch. It also creates a slight elongation of the lumbar spine itself, which decompresses particularly the L4-5, L3-4, and L5-S1, a gentle decompression of the spinal disc, the thing that has been squashed and is bulging to the side. A very, very, very gentle stretch.